back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Dear online diary, not only the Sox, the best team in baseball, and the Patriots, the best team ever. Oh, hold on, I wrote ever. Delete. The best team ever. But we have the best medical journal ever. The New England Journal of Medicine. Go Journal of Medicine. P.S. G.S. Go Sox.
And now Adam welcomes ESPN.com sports guy Bill Simmons on the Adam Carolla Show.
Bill, that's how you should sign out your column every day. It should say P.S. G.S. Go Sox.
Every time you do that, I get excited to watch One-on-One with Robbie Benson. I get fired up for it. All the way up with the red hot poker. I don't know if you guys remember that any.
It's been a while.
Did you like Ice Castles?
I did. I thought Ice Castles was good.
Thank you.
Teresa's favorite
movie. A little unrealistic when the blind girl wins the gold medal, or whatever happened. But
well, Molly Ringwald's father was blind, and he played Dixie on the piano.
That's true.
I do like, though, when she trips over the one rose, and the entire audience somehow from that realizes that she's blind. Oh, my God, she's blind. She tripped over the rose.
And then Robbie Benson cries, we forgot the roses.
Yeah. I feel the way about ice skating movies from the 80s. There were a lot of ice skating movies in the 80s, and now we have a lot of dragon movies going on in 2000 plus, and I keep thinking, where was the outcry? Did people, I mean, you know, what you're supposed to do as Hollywood is you're supposed to sort of listen to people, engage the community, and then go, ooh, let's give them more of these kinds of movies. Whoever said we need more ice skating movies in the 80s, and now who says we need dragon movies?
Well, and you would think the ice skating movie would make a comeback because now that they make movies with gay plot lines and stuff.
Right.
Right.
And a lot of male
Well, I
ice
enjoyed
skaters are
Cutting
gay.
Edge and the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
They were both
There's
excellent.
a sequel?
Yes.
Now,
Instead of being a hockey player, he's an extreme skater and surfer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually, the Cutting Edge was a chick flick, but it's not a terrible movie, I have to say. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Bill Simmons, ESPN sports guy in studio. ESPN.com is where you go. We are going to gangbang on Karate Kid 3 in a couple of few. And let me tell you something. The Karate Kid, here's how I would describe it. Karate Kid was a solid movie, all part of our childhoods. You know, it's hard to even say it was good or great. It just was the Karate Kid. Fine. I'll give it a 8. The follow-up to Karate Kid was a pretty decent sequel as far as sequels go. There's usually a huge drop. You know, between Jaws and Jaws 2, there is a chasm bigger than the Grand Canyon, but this was a 7.5. The chasm between Karate Kid 2 and Karate Kid 3 is a metric ton.
It's not a chasm.
Mile. There needs to be it's a unit of measurement that we have not come up with. That is a distance. It's to the sun and back from a distance standpoint. It could not be worse, but thus it makes it the best now.
Well, I think I've said this before, but I think one of the reasons Karate Kid 1 worked so well was this was the mid-'80s. Cable was just starting to catch on. We didn't have the internet. There wasn't a ton going on.
Right.
And this was on literally every day for like 3 straight years on one of the 3 HBOs.
Right.
And it sucked everyone in after a while.
It
beat you down.
It's the same reason, yes. The reason we love Karate Kid is the same reason Anna Nicole Smith's first boyfriend worked at the chicken place with her and had bad skin and made $3 an hour.
Yep.
You're like, wow. I mean, when you see pictures of Anna Nicole at 17, you're like, wow, look at that chick. Why is she marrying the guy over at the Colonel McLickey's chicken joint? And you go, that's all she had.
Right.
She didn't have satellite. She didn't have the internet. She just had whoever was in her proximity. Karate Kid was the only thing we had back then.
And you look at some of the movies like Eddie and the Cruisers. I was convinced was a great movie. Like, whoa, Eddie and the Cruisers.
I called it a cinematic triumph when I was 17. Yes, and now if you saw Eddie and the Cruisers,
you're like, really?
Yeah,
yeah.
No, and we'll never get our kids to watch that
Iron
because
Eagle.
there's too many quality choices out there. Well, speaking of quality choices, T, let's wrap up the idle talk, and then we'll get into Karate Kid 3.
We were talking about Kayla. She had an accident, and I think she was blind in one eye.
And she had the weird string of hair over the eye she was missing that didn't move.
It was, the side swept bang.
She had there's something about Mary Hair Gel that just kept it in place.
You're talking about Molesta? The young singer?
Molesta, her parents named her Kayla.
How long before a black family names their kid Molesta?
It might have happened.
It may have already happened.
All right.
Plays for Florida State.
Now, because of her,
It's a guy.
because of her voice, I thought of you and your theory that adult women with high voices may or may not have been molested.
I feel I'm already American Idol, and there's many out there.
She was very adorable. It was unclear how she was going to sing. Now, I want to tell you before we hear her sing.
Coming up next, Molesta Copperfield. Where are you from, sweetie?
Molesta, based on what you're about to hear, gets sent to Hollywood. She gets the golden ticket
Really?
based on this performance.
Shocking.
But each time I tell myself, I think I've had enough. But I'm gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough. I want you to come on, and take it.
What her
Take
grandpa
another
yelled.
little piece of my heart now, baby.
Actually, I think he might have said suck instead of take, but either way.
All the way up with the red hot poker. Hey, Robbie Benson. That's the invitation you did. You just proved my point.
Simmons on Simmons. Hey, you know,
All the way up with the red hot poker.
you know what I just thought of? Somebody reminded me, and I'm going to come back to Idol in 1 second, but somebody reminded, or this will tie in, somebody reminded me of a reality show idea I had a few months back called Win Your Kid Back.
Okay, the kid's in foster
And
care.
the way this is going to...
I'm in. I just bought it. Say no more. We're done. Let's shake hands.
The way this is gonna work is it's a reality show. It's just not the reality show you think you're signing up for. So I put an ad in Variety, and I say we have a reality show called Little Coal Miner. And your job, we're casting 7, 8, and 9-year-old kids to live the life of a Kentucky coal miner for 3 weeks, going to work with coal miners and doing all the arduous. And at the end, the winner gets $25,000. Now, every single person that shows up and brings their kid to this casting call, it's a ruse. It's a sting.
Ooh.
They get their kids taken away from them by Child Protective Services, because who the hell would send their kid to a coal mine for $25,000? And then the competition is you have to win your kid back. And it's, a whole series of you driving with car seats in and doing whatever.
Choosing a nutritious meal.
whatever it is. Right. Now, that's that.
I love that.
How that pertains...
Diaper challenge.
How that would pertain to American Idol is American Idol should have 3 doors. It should have the, you're going to California, here's your golden ticket door. It's, I'm sorry, you're rejected door. And then a third door for crazy people, where there's just a guy with a butterfly net on the other side of it. It's like, sweetie, you're going to California, but go through the middle door. You, sweetie, I'll see you in L.A. Go. And then as soon as they walk in, it's just tackled.